Welcome back. This is Kilimo Diaries on TV 47, and in case you're just joining us right now, we are on Ima's farm learning everything about poultry nutrition.
And of course tumekuwa na aspiring poultry farmers ambao sisi wote tumekuwa inspired, tumekuwa motivated, of course from passion to productivity. 17,000 birds under one roof. Yenyewe pesa ya kuku ni tamu wewe.
Absolutely. And so let's get the finer details from our experts of the day, Marion Jiru.
Of course Marion, let's just go straight. Swali, tumefika pale ndani na Ima amezungumzia maneno ya 3-phase feeding. Of course amezungumzia starters, then there's growers and then the finishers. To just take us through the process na the nutritional value ya each and every step.
Okay, a 3-phase feed that includes starter, grower and finisher is formulated to bring the maximum growth and productivity in terms of broiler production. So for starter, they give from day 1 to day 21. Growers from the 22nd day up to the 28th day. And then after that, up to the time they will be selling, they give finisher feed. So a good quality feed, ideally, starter is supposed to be 20 to 22% crude protein. That helps the chick to grow, and if it's bone formation and all the bodybuilding functions, the feed helps with that. When it comes to grower, it's formulated to give maximum strength to the bones, so calcium is a bit up on the scale, and then the finisher is meant to just fatten the bird. Yeah.
What would be the effect nikiamua kama an aspiring farmer ambaye ana watch Sai TV, nimechukua feeds za finisher pale nikapatia ule ambaye labda 14 days?
14 days, that's a small chick. Okay. So the first problem you'll have as a farmer is that that chick will probably not be able to take that feed unless it's mashed feed. Most companies are going towards pelleted feed because it's more compounded. So if you give a 14-day-old broiler a pellet, it most probably won't eat that feed. So you'll have a problem with growth, first of all, because they won't eat. And then jumping to the finisher that fast, you'll have missed on the nutrients that are there in the grower phase. So most of those farmers who do that, they have issues with lameness and nerve issues. Yeah.
Okay, that's very interesting, Marion. And so for those watching back at home and for even our aspiring farmers here, what are some of the tips you would give them, especially because they now want to venture into poultry farming?
In poultry farming, we say kuku ni management. So whatever chick you have and whatever feeds you have, 70 to 80% of whatever you get, the problems that you have, can be solved through management. So if you don't manage your flock well, you'll definitely have problems. And no amount of feed or antibiotics can solve your problems at that point.
Okay, and I know you've gone to several farms, and even we are on a farm right now. What are some of the areas to improve for best, chicken?
Main factors affecting poultry production that most farmers, I think there's a gap there, is litter. Most people call it mura, maranda. If we improve on litter and make sure it's friable and dry always, a lot of problems come through litter. Wetness, you'll get respiratory issues, you'll get hawk burns, you'll get coccidiosis. So if farmers can improve on litter management, they'll solve a lot of issues. And the second thing that affects farmers mostly is water, because there are some bacterial diseases that come through water. So we usually advise farmers that all the way from day 1, if you're using especially borehole water, it should be treated with chlorine. Yeah.
And of course, tuko pia na aspiring farmers, lazima pia ulize maswali kwa sababu, if it is for us, it has to be with us, of course.
And of course, if this is for us, sisi kama wakulima, we have to be part of it. Na niko na aspiring farmers, na wako na maswali, of course, that they need to ask the expert. Bro.
Okay, my question is, what's the frequency of feeding the chicks within 24 hours? Unafaa kuwapa chakula after period ya how long?
Okay, that's a good question. For broilers, it goes in phases. If you have chicks from 1 to 6 days, at that time the chick doesn't know what feed is. So you make sure feed is available 24 hours. So every time there is feed. Ikisha unaongeza. But now when you start getting to after 1 week grower finisher phase, you start now limiting, especially if it's hot. If you're giving a good quality feed, that means it has a high energy content and a high protein content, right? So you only give feed during the morning hours when it's not too hot. And then if it's hot, like now it's sunny, you withdraw feed, then we give in the evening. So sometimes if it's not hot and your feeders are full during the day, you can give dark hours in the evening, like 6 to 8 hours. Yeah, but if you're giving the pelleted feed, you're not supposed to give 24 hours. For the first week, it's advisable you just make feed available for 24 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
Una swali nyingine hapo?
Na mimi niko na swali. Sasa how about kama huna gas, kuna option nyingine unaweza tumia kuweka hizo vifaranga zikuwa warm?
Yeah, of course. There's gas brooding, which we mostly recommend because the heat is uniform all through. You don't need kushinda uki turn off, turn on. You just need to regulate just a little bit. It's less strenuous for a farmer. But there are other options. If you're keeping 200, 100 birds, you don't need a gas brooder. It won't be economical for you. So you can use a charcoal brooder, or there are farmers who use LED lights. Is it LED? If infrared, yeah. There are those bulbs that are high voltage bulbs, so you can use those. The goal is to make sure that that chick has warmth, ideally 30 to 34 degrees. Yeah.
Niko na mami hapa kuna swali pia vile vile.
Pia mimi niko na swali. Mbona vifaranga huwa zinajikusanya kona?
Okay. That's most probably during the brooding phase. Nasema kuku huwa haiongei, lakini they communicate. They have their way of communicating. Ukipata vifaranga zimejikusanya mahali pamoja, that's to show you heat is not uniform. Ama hakuna joto kwa brooder. So that's why they have to go together and search, ni kama kupashana joto. And the danger in that is if they go and handle together in one corner, they'll suffocate, you see. So you'll have a lot of mortality. Yeah, so it's always important for a farmer, make sure the brooder has uniform heat and it's always warm to avoid such issues. Yeah.
And probably lessons to take home from here as we exit, if you wind up.
Management. Let's try make sure that biosecurity is observed. Like our farmer here, you can see she has foot baths. She ensured that all of us getting into the poultry house are well dressed, like properly dressed, aprons, dust coats, gumboots. Let's treat our water and let's ensure that our litter is always dry.
And of course, ukisha kula umeshiba, lazima kukibaki takeaway unapeleka nyumbani. Some of the lessons ambayo aspiring poultry farmers wamejifunza siku ya leo ni gani? What are they taking home from today? My brother, kile umejifunza siku ya leo ni gani?
Okay, nimejifunza good poultry farming needs a good time management. Good time, and I love it.
Nimesoma mambo mingi sana na nikajua kuhusu kama sina stima naweza tumia another option.
Nimejifunza mambo mengi ya kuwa mkulima bora.
Beautiful.
Nimejifundisha good management and also nimejua about gas brooding.
Nami nimejifundisha mambo mengi kuhusu kama brooding, hiyo baridi, kuku do communicate, na nikienda nyumbani nitajikakamua.
Absolutely, Jaffe, and I am joined by Enoch Mutai of the Kenya National Farmers Federation, KENAF. Asante sana, Enoch. perhaps you could tell us, what does KENAF do and what are the benefits of being a member of KENAF?
KENAF is an umbrella apex organization for all the farmers in the country. KENAF does quite a number of things, but the main mandate is lobby and advocacy. We advocate for all our farmers in terms of better policies, climate resilience programs, market linkages, training and capacity building. It's part of our value proposition to all our members across all the 47 offices in the country. So we does that to ensure that all the farmers get that for in terms of for farmer health insurance. We are there. We have partnership with Britam. So actually we call upon all our farmers to join KENAF, and through this platform, which is Kilimo Diaries, run by TV47, we were able to ensure that we get all the farmers get their voices and visibilities in terms of visiting the farmers.
And of course, want to give thanks to our host ambaye ni model farmer wetu Ima. Tunashukuru sana. Want to say thank you of course to our expert ambaye of course amefafanua mambo mengi zaidi about farming, and want to thank of course KENAF na tuseme asante sana to our aspiring poultry farmers ambao wamekuwa na sisi tukikuwa ndani ya issue. We want to say a big thank you to everybody, and thank you for you.
And of course, watch this show every other Sunday and stay tuned for more. Perhaps we could be coming to you in the next episode. My name is Sheila Chelangat.
And I'm MC Jaffe.
This is Kilimo Diaries, a show for the farmer,
by the farmers,
with the farmers.
Kilimo Diaries, brought to you by Backbone Feeds Kenya Limited. To place your order, please call or WhatsApp us on 0710 822 222 or visit any of our distributors countrywide. Backbone Feeds, healthy broilers, happy farmers.